So I've been a user of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for quite a while now, and when I ordered this, I also ordered the DJI Mic 2, which came out at the same time. I have two mics and receiver, and I use this all the time when I'm interviewing people at different conventions and things like that. But, you know, I like to travel light, and now that DJI came out with the Mic Mini, I figured I'd check this out and see how it works with the Pocket 3 as well as with my camera, and see how it compares to the Mic 2 as well. So let's get this out of the box and see what's inside. Okay, let's get the box open for the DJI Mic Mini so we can see what's inside. When we first open the box, inside we see one little bag, two little bags, and that's it. And I'll just put this over here. So it looks like one of these containers has some documentation and some stickers. So here's our manual with some DJI stickers or something like that, it looks like. Put that right over there. And inside here, we have, get this little pouch open, a little pouch that has our mic and accessories inside. So we have a couple of wind muffs here. We have a charging base here. This is a USB-C adapter. We also have, looks like, an audio cable. So we have a USB-C charging cable to two USB-C-Cs, so you can charge two mics at once, and an audio cable as well. And we still haven't gotten to the mic yet. Here is the receiver for the DJI Mic Mini, and let's just take a look at this real quick. So on the side of it, we can see that it says DJI. On the bottom, we have our expansion port, so you can put your USB-C on here. We have a USB-C charging port. If you have the case, I guess if you order two of them, then you would put this into the case and it would charge automatically. On the back, we have a clip for mounting, and on the side here we have, looks like, a knob for levels. We have a power switch, and we have an output and a linking pairing mode button here as well. And this is the receiver for the Mic Mini. And where is the mic? This must be the Mic Mini here. And yes, this is very, very small. It's a nice little cube. As you can see, it's just a little bit bigger than the size of a finger, probably the size of my thumb. Yeah, right there. And this is the transmitter. On the side, we have a linking button and a power button. On the top, we have our microphone. On the side, we have a little LED indicator. On the bottom is a charging port if you had the case. And then on the back, they give us a clip and a magnet. And you know, on the receiver, this clip is actually for the cold shoe, so this will slide onto your camera's cold shoe. So we get a case, the receiver, the microphone transmitter, an audio cable, two wind muffs, a charging dock, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, a USB-C adapter to use with your phone or other device, manuals, and this is everything that comes in the box of the DJI Mic Mini. And just to mention, because this is the single mic version, it does not come with the second microphone or the charging case. Okay, so I've gone ahead and mounted the DJI Mic Mini to my camera, which is an A7S III, and I'm using the audio cable from the receiver into the camera, and I mounted the wireless mic transmitter here on my shirt with the magnet. And I'm going to go do something that I call the turnaround test. But first, what do you think of the audio quality? Before I was just using an on-camera microphone, and now I'm using the Mic Mini. What do you think of the audio quality of the DJI Mic Mini? Leave me some comments below and let me know your thoughts. So now it's time to do a turnaround test. And the turnaround test is where I walk towards the water, I go about halfway, I turn around, and I want to see what happens when we lose line of sight. Because some wireless microphones, they always boast great line of sight results, but the minute you lose that line of sight, and it could possibly lose the signal. So here we go. Let's do the turnaround test. So I'm just going to walk backwards so I can keep the signal strong. And I also need to check the manuals because I don't even know if this mic has noise reduction. I'm assuming it does. But I'm about halfway, so now I'm going to turn around and see what happens. So can you guys still hear me when I'm turned around, or does the mic cut out? There is a plane overhead, so you can probably hear that pretty clearly. I'll be quiet for just a second. All right, so as I continue on to the water here, I'm gonna turn around again, and let's just see what happens when I turn around from a much further away distance. Can you guys still hear me as I am facing water and away from the camera? Could you hear me when I was turned around? The wireless Mic Mini, the DJI Mic Mini boasts a pretty good range, so I'm wondering if I'm going to have any issues. I'll turn around one more time. Does the DJI Mic Mini lose the signal? When it loses the line of sight, what happens? Did I lose the signal? I'm going to come back to the camera now and check it out. But again, let me know your thoughts, and how do you like this turnaround test? Do you think it's fair for me to even be doing this? Because, you know, most mics, people are standing maybe this far away, but they're never really that far away, but you never know. You could be. So that is the turnaround test. Leave me some comments below and let me know your thoughts on how you feel the DJI Mic Mini did in this test. Okay, I'm holding the Mic Mini in my hand at the moment because I want to test out the noise cancellation or noise reduction feature of this microphone. And from what I looked at online, it seems like all you have to do to turn it on and off is press the power button. And on the power button side, let me show you this if you can see this. There is a power button, a link button, and then there's a light. And the light is green, but when I press the power button, I don't see any changes. Turning it on and off, you just hold the button, and yeah, that's just showing you that there's power going here. But on the opposite side, there is a little thing here, and when I press that power button, that lights up yellow. So I'm assuming that's the indicator for the noise reduction. So right now, it looks like the noise reduction is on. So let me just put this on my sweater here. What do you guys think of the audio quality with the noise reduction on of the DJI Mic Mini? Again, I will turn it off. And now the noise cancellation is off. What do you think of the audio quality of the noise cancellation being off on the DJI Mic Mini? I'll turn it back on. Okay, so now it's back on. Noise cancellation is on. Can you guys hear a difference in the audio quality with the noise cancellation on with the DJI Mic Mini on and off? Okay, so now I've gone ahead and turned on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and this is what you're hearing me on now. The Mic Mini connected to the Pocket 3, and all I had to do was I turned off the receiver on the camera and I pressed the link button, and I went into the settings of the Pocket 3, and just, it said turn on the power, but all I did was just press the link button for a few seconds, and then it said that the DJI Mic Mini was connected, and that's what you're hearing me on now. So this is pretty cool because I can use this with the Pocket 3 and with my camera. This is pretty cool because it's now taken a really small form factor camera that in the Pocket 3 and made it even easier and smaller to carry around, with the Mic Mini being so small as it is, saving, I mean, it's literally about half the size of the Mic 2. So that's pretty cool, I think. So this is the audio quality of the Mic Mini with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. You want to see what it sounds like on an iPhone? Okay, so now I've gone ahead and plugged in the receiver for the DJI Mic Mini into my phone, which is an iPhone 16 Pro Max, using the USB-C adapter that you slide into the bottom. And I did have to relink it again, but that was just holding down the link button for just a couple of seconds, and then it was paired again. So it's very easy to switch between devices. One thing I will mention is, with a lot of these microphones that have these interchangeable parts or connectors, whether it be a USB-C or a lightning port or anything like that, you know, they always have these little covers that you have to take off. And I fear that because these aren't attached to anything when you take them off, that these are going to be the first things to disappear and get lost. So I do kind of wish there was some way of keeping this attached to the receiver, because I know that one day I'm going to put this down and it's going to disappear somewhere when I'm in the field, and you know, then I won't have my little cover for the contacts anymore. But I've seen this in a lot of different microphones that use this type of connector, and these little covers, they slide off. You have to remember to get them again and slide them back on when not in use. I did put on the wind muff on the Mic Mini because it is a little bit breezy where I am at the moment. What do you guys think of the audio quality of the DJI Mic Mini and the iPhone 16 Pro Max using the USB-C adapter into the receiver? How does this sound? I do believe noise reduction is on. Actually, it's not. This is what it sounds like with noise reduction on. So what do you guys think of the audio quality with the iPhone with noise reduction on of the Mic Mini? So now we've tested out the audio quality from the iPhone, from the Pocket 3, and from a camera as well. Can you hear a difference between them, or does the audio pretty much stay the same throughout? Again, leave some comments below, and if you're watching this video, let me know your thoughts on the DJI Mic Mini. Once again, this was a test and first impression of the DJI Mic Mini wireless microphone system. What do you guys think of the audio quality? Now, right now I do have noise cancellation on. What do you guys think of the way it sounds? I think this performed very, very well in my turnaround test. It did break up just a tiny bit, but I never lost the signal completely, unlike a lot of other wireless microphones that do. So I would call this an A, because there's a lot of less than that in a lot of other microphones I've tested in the past. I like that this is really, really useful because I can use it with my camera. I can use it with my Osmo Pocket 3. I can use it with my iPhone. I mean, you can use this with pretty much anything, and they've made it very easy to do so. I mean, just push the link button and bam, it's just, the Pocket 3 was just working right away. I mean, just plug it straight in with that little connector for the USB port, and it just started working right away with the iPhone, and just plug it into my camera, and that's what you're listening to right now. If you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, then please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing so you can see more of my videos in the future. My name is Rich. I'm glad you're here. And if you are glad to be here as well, then I hope to see you in the next video. I hope everybody's doing well, and have a great day. Bye.